Hi, this is Deborah. Welcome back. I have another day of journaling in my home journal. Don't forget to go back and look at the others if you haven't done so already. This is my parents' house in Birkdale at the time, and I had a marriage breakup and went back to live at home with 2 kids in tow, and that's it there. So this is all about that particular house. I wanted to cover that up, but I don't know whether that frame is going to be any good, and the photo is too big. Well, I could cut the photo down. I might cut the photo down, I think, to fit there rather than having that frame. I've trimmed a tiny little bit off each side to get that to sit in there, and I will poke a hole in the corner of it because I want to put the number in there, 15. Not quite halfway there now. I do have a lot of homes. I think I'm going to run out of numbers before I run out of houses. So I lived here from around about April 1985 until I think 1986 was when I bought my next house. In that time I did have a stint in Nanango as well, so I've got that there on the page before, and I will write a story on here and put it there about what was happening in my life during that time. Now we move on to house 16, and house 16 is in Sheena Street in Wellington Point, and it was the house I bought after I had my marriage breakup, and I was able to secure another house, and I moved in there with the kids. The other thing that I found while I was looking through my old journal is this, and I've had to rip it off what it was sitting on. That glue must have been super strong because it's been there a long time and it took a lot to get it off the book. But it's just a little booklet. It's a pre-made one, and it's just a bit of information about me. So obviously it says about me on the front cover. I thought I would include that as well, and I wonder if I go back to the front, if I can put it on this front page down here. Maybe up here, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll put it here somewhere. Yep. I don't know whether I might put it on the back page. I just have to decide where I actually want to put it. I think I'm going to put it in the back page. That's where it was in the other book. So I'm going to put that down there. As I said, I am taking elements that I already had in my other album that I made some time ago, the one that I'm pulling apart because it got wrecked from customers opening it all the time and pulling it apart to see how I'd done it. So I am taking some elements from there that I can reuse in this particular junk journal. And that one's a cutie. It's even got a picture of me. In case you're wondering who that little girl is in there, that was me when I was little. Okay, so that's now on there. That's good. And back to number, what are we up to? 15. No, 16. So this has got to be Sheena Street in Birkdale. I'm just wondering what I can do for this one because I want to cover some of that but not all of that. Maybe I can just put here. This is another pre-made pocket. These pre-made things just come in so handy. I would encourage everyone who's journaling to go and make a whole heap of one thing. Just spend, a couple of hours just making something and store it until you need it. And it saves so much time that I'm very impressed that I have done that. Very impressed with myself. That sounds funny, but you get what I mean. Okay, so we'll put this one down, and I need to find something to put in it that I can journal on. It's only slender, so I'll have to find something long and slim. I do have a photo of this house, I just have to find it, but I have actually put the pocket down, and then I've got another piece of that thing that I sewed together, that Frankenboard that I chopped up, and I've just put the address on there, and I've put the years, so from 86 to 88, But then I think we left in very early January 89 because that's when I started a new job down in Canberra. But I actually owned the house for a while longer. So I want to put that information on this page here. So I'll keep that blank, and I will possibly type it up and print it off and put it on there. And I also have to put the photograph in. So I'll find the photo and do that. And I haven't put the tag on. So this is 16, this house. Just find that 16 is here. And I wonder if I can put it up here. If I do, I'll have to cover the back with something, but I think that's fine. I'll cover the back with something. And then number 17, I need to do an intro to Curtin on here because that's where I moved when I went to Curtin, and I will do something. I'll just see if I have a photo for that one. I'll put this over the top here. This is another piece of the board that I made, one of the boards that I made. I like this because it's actually got writing and it says the word address on it. So that will go there. I'll just put on the address first. I actually can't remember the address of number 17, unfortunately. I'll have to go and look on the map. I do know where the house was. I just cannot recall the street address. But I'll put number 17 up here. And this was a house that I moved into when I went to work in Canberra with the kids, of course. And I also moved in there with a friend. So there was me and the two kids and her daughter. And we lived there. I even have a picture of that as well. I don't know what's happened to my photographs, but I'll go through. It's a good day to go through my photos, so I'll probably do that this afternoon and pull all those out and work out which ones I've got. Because when I was down there a few years ago in Canberra, I went around and took photographs of all of the houses that I have lived in. So that is why I know I have the photos. Even this one, although I can't remember the address now, I actually found the house, which was pretty easy to find. That just needs a bit of glue on there. And took a photo. So I'll put the address in afterwards, and also the photo and an introduction, because I was in Curtin for a little while. Number 18 is Jennings Street in Curtin. I've already done that, as you can see. Got a lot of things on there. So I've just gone through and I've put sticky notes against each of the remaining houses that I need to do, because I really need to stop and pull my photographs out and also calculate the dates, because for some reason I don't have them written in this old album. And what else I've done is I've pulled out this paper which is left over from the album that I was working on before, the old one, because it's really good thick card. So I'm going to put that in my stash to use. But the rest of this I think I will put into the bin. But I'll just take out these photographs before I do that. Didn't realise there was another photo in here. That's one of the houses that we lived in. And I don't think there are any others in here by the look of it. No. So that's pretty much, that one can go into the rubbish now. That's the end of that. And I think that's good. I've gotten rid of another piece here. More things for the bin. And I will go through and find the rest of the photos. This is actually the house that I was talking about before that I rented with my friend. So I'm just going to find this one here. And I don't know the address. Still, it's not on the photo. This is a picture I was talking about that I took when I went down there for a holiday. And I will put this into here. And then I have to go to the maps and work out. At least we've got Google Maps now. So good, because we never sort of had things like that back in the day. And I'd still be stumped about where this is. Not today though. And since we can't travel at the moment, I guess it's a good way of travelling around using Google Maps. Maybe you feel like you're getting out of your house if you're using Google Maps. I don't know. and you can see it had a very steep driveway with a carport down the bottom. I remember it well, so I'm going to put that there, and that will be that one. And I will come back another day and do some more work on this particular journal, and maybe I'll start one of my other journals as well, since I've got time on my hands now. This is Deborah. Thanks for watching. Cheers.